Hello teachers, I am going to be going through with you today how you are going to be using your external hard drives. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share so that you can see the actual form that you will be that will be sent to you shortly, so that you will be able to walk through these steps. So the first thing you want to do is when you get your external hard drive, it's going to come in a orange and yellow box. And on this box, you will have an asset number that's written by hand. So it's either going to be at the top in orange, or it's going to be at the bottom on this white section. You want to make sure that this fixed asset number, you want to verify that this number matches the number that's actually on the yellow sticker, fixed asset sticker on your drive. Okay, so make sure that first you do that, and if you have any questions, you can contact your principal. Okay, next, you're going to use this template that I'm going to click on my screen, and you're going to actually make a copy of this template. And when you make a copy of this template, you will see this is going to be your external drive teacher inventory. So this is going to be the documentation that you will keep in your classroom to keep track of which students have been assigned which external drives, and when they were distributed and when they were collected, and then if anything happens to come up, if they're lost, damaged, or just a note that you need to make about the specific external drives. So you will get a copy of that form. So remember, in order to access that, you need to click on this link, and then it's going to force you to make a copy. Okay. Next, your next step, number 3, you're going to make sure that your name and the student name is on the orange and white box, because we are going to be doing a weekly exchange. And so in order to make sure this runs a little bit more smooth, somewhere on this box, we want to make sure that your name, you place your name, and that once you assign the specific external drive to a student, that you write that student's name on there also. You are then going to make sure that your files are ready to upload for your students. So I'm going to show you on my computer how that will work. And one note is, if you use Google Forms, Sheets, or Slides, you're going to need to convert those to a Word document or an Excel sheet or a PowerPoint in order to upload those to these external drives. So for example, I know in remote learning, I used a lot of Google Forms. So now for the students that have external drives, I would know that if I had a Google form, those would need to be transferred into or converted into a Word document and saved for students to upload and then type their answers on. Okay. So now we're going to talk about how to actually, what you have inside your box. So you open up your box, and you will have inside of a plastic container one external hard drive. That looks like this. You will also have a USB cord, and you will have a pamphlet. So just for the moment, I'm going to stop screen sharing so you can see. All right, so your next step, what you're going to do, once you have opened up the box and all the materials, you are going to take your USB cord and plug it into your external drive. So you have this part here that's got like 2 little notches, and that's where the wider end of the external hard drive and USB will plug in. Then once you've done that, you are going to take the other end of your USB cord, and this is going to plug into either your laptop, your Chromebook, your desktop, whatever you are using. So now I'm going to screen share again so you can see on my screen what happens when I plug in this external drive on my computer. You'll hear a little beeping sound, and then once a few seconds after you hear that, this box pops up. This is called My Passport. And it's a dialog box, and this is where you will save all of your items. Okay. So inside of this box, you are going to create folders. So in order to create folders, I'm going to use my mouse and I'm going to right click and hit New Folder. The first folder I'm going to create says Open Here First with a 1. Then I'm going to create another folder that says number 2, Monday, and the date. And remember, your dates will change each week. So just for instance, it may be Monday, August 24th, 2020. And then we're going to do one for Tuesday, 25th. And you are going to create folders for every day of the week. Whoops. And make sure you number these folders. And if you know how to do this, you can just skip through this part of the video. And it's very important in here that you put the numbers at the beginning. I forgot to do that at the beginning, but then I went back and fixed it so that these folders, when the students pull it up, everything is in order. Okay, because if we put the names of the weeks first, then they will not necessarily be in order. Okay, so once you've done that, then inside of the Open Here folder, you are going to put if you have a welcome video, any first day materials, any specific directions that you have for completing your course, that will be where you will drop those files. Okay, so I just opened up that folder. Okay, and then you will put your specific assignments in the remaining folders. Okay, now, so we are going to open the Monday folder and we are going to add a new folder and name the new folder your course name. So for Monday, let's say, I'm just going to use 4th grade and elementary school as an example. You would have Monday, you might have ELA. You might have math. Science. Social studies. You might also have health and PE, library, any of the assignments in those specific folders they will be in. For instance, if you were a middle school teacher, you may have science, an 8, and then Miss Vernon. Okay, so you could even do like ELA for Gerald, math for McPherson, science for McCollum, social studies for Lambert. Okay. So you just want to make sure that those are labeled in a way that makes it very easy for students and parents to access and understand where their assignments are located. So now we're going to practice how to drag and drop the materials. So what I've done is just put my assignments right here on my desktop. So it's easy for me to just very easily drag and drop these over. So I'm going to come over here. This is my math assignment for Monday. So I'm going to drag and drop this into math. I have an ELA PowerPoint, so I'm going to drag and drop this into my ELA folder. I have a science assignment for Monday, so I'm going to drag and drop that into my science class. And then, and that was a Word document. And then I'm just going to show you, like if you had a video, this is a video. I'm going to, let's say this is a social studies video. I'm going to drag and drop that into my social studies class. And you saw it took just a few more minutes to drop the seconds, but it will fit. Okay, so that's how you just drag and drop your materials into your folders. You will then repeat those steps for every single day. So I just showed you how to do Monday. Okay, you see ELA assignment, math assignment for Monday, science assignment for Monday, and then I just dropped a video to show you for Monday for social studies. But you will do those exact same assignments, the steps for Tuesday, for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so that they will then have all of their folders for each subject and every day, and their assignments for each day. Okay. Now, something that's very important, when you are uploading materials and when you're finished, in order to safely remove the external hard drive from your computer, you are not just going to snatch the cords out, because that will damage these. And that's also something maybe in your opening video you can say to your students so that they understand also how to care for these. So what I will do is go down here in the bottom corner of my screen, and it may be hidden, like mine, for instance, is not one of the little icons here. So I hit the arrow and it says show hidden icons, and this right here is my external drive. So it says safely remove hardware and eject media. So I'm going to click that button, and then I'm going to click eject my passport. And once I've done that, it says it's safe to remove. So then I can just unplug the passport USB from my computer. Okay. And then once you've done that, you want to make sure that you take everything and fold it up very nicely and stick inside of the clear plastic box so that parents and students can easily just pull everything out when they receive the external hard drive, so that when it's rotated to them, they simply just have their box and everything is in there very nicely. Remember that you are going to rotate these drives to each of your students' teachers. So for some grades, students may just have one teacher, but for other grades, they may have 2, 3, 4, or even 5 or 6 teachers. So it's very important that we do this in a way so that all the assignments get loaded in time on these drives for students to have all of their materials. And so just make sure that you are getting your files uploaded each week so that these can be distributed to students and they will have all of their materials for remote learning. I hope everybody has a great day. If you have any questions, there are some technology liaisons inside of your building. Reach out to your assistant principals, your coaches, your principals, and we will be glad to help in any way that we can. Thank you.